All right, today we're going to make an animation that shows a squash and stretch of a bouncing basketball. So you're going to start a new Harmony file. We're going to name it, squash and stretch. All right, so an underscore is fine. Squash, stretch. Make sure you're saving it to your desktop. Choose, and then hit create scene. Okay, like we've been doing, we're going to start out by making a color card layer and then taking our drawing layer and putting it up top. There we go. All right, so we're going to call this first drawing layer basketball path, or you can call it b-ball path, because we're actually going to do two animations with this. We're going to do a basketball and a bowling ball. So to make our path for the basketball, we're going to do this first. You're going to take the line tool, and I zoomed out just a little bit by pressing 1. You're going to take the line tool, make sure your line is a little bit thick so you can see it, and we're going to make a line that goes from here diagonal to about here. Then we're going to make another line that goes from here straight across, so I'm going to hold shift to about here. Then I'm going to make a third line that goes from the end of here off the page, but a little bit lower than the first one. Okay, so once you have this shape, then we're going to take the white arrow and we're going to bend these so they become arcs. So we're going to bend this one. We're going to bend this one. You're going to take from the center and pull up to about there. And then we're going to take this one and just bend it slightly up. Sorry. All right, so they should all appear to look like arcs like this. All right, another thing we're going to do is we're going to take one line and I'll make it even a little bit thicker, and we're going to make a ground line. So I'm going to go from the left, I promise, the left to the right, hold shift, and then make a line, because eventually we're going to get rid of that path. Okay, so just after we do all that, then just like we did with the pendulum, we're going to draw our keyframes and we're going to draw our in-betweens. So I'm going to use the pencil tool. I'm going to get red and I'm going to draw where my keyframe should be. So I should have a keyframe here. I'm going to have a keyframe here at the bottom, then at the top of my arc, bottom of my arc, and then top of this arc. Then I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch to black. So remember, we want to start out by easing this in. So we're going to start out with a line close, a little bit further away, a little bit further away, a little bit further away, and then we're going to have to actually put a lot further away so it gains speed. We're going to have a drawing here and here for our squash and stretch. Then we're going to do a drawing here, 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 and then do the same to the other side. I can even really slow it up. So you'll see I have about 5 drawings here, and they just space out a little bit at a time, and then a lot, and then I'm going to have a drawing here and here. I'm going to start this, and then I want to slow it up, kind of like that. All right. Once you have that path, go down to frame, let's do 30 again. And remember, we need to extend the exposure so it stays on the screen. So we're going to right click and we're going to go extend exposure. And now that is on the screen. All right, so that's step one of doing the basketball squash and stretch.